Hi, third grade. We are back with our second half of the shared read, Irma Rangel, Texas Lawmaker. For this lesson, you will need your Reader's Writer's Companion book and a pencil. Then, open up to page 4. If you need a moment to grab your materials, just press pause and play again when you're ready to get started. Last we met, we learned that this story is a biography and that it's based off the real life of Irma Rangel. In the first half, we read that Irma's parents' lives were hard. They both lost parents when they were very young, and they were often treated unfairly because they were Mexican Americans. Let's continue learning about the life of Irma Rangel.
Good citizens. Irma's parents believed that good citizenship meant helping others achieve success like they had. Her father decided to participate in government. He joined organizations that urged people to vote. He got involved in elections by supporting candidates he thought would help people. Irma's father inspired her. Unfortunately, at the time it was unusual for women to work in government. But Irma was unusually daring and risked a lot. She studied law and got a job arguing the government's side in criminal trials. She was one of the first Hispanic women in Texas to hold that job. In 1976, she ran for office and became the first Hispanic woman elected to the Texas House of Representatives. Caption: The official flag of the state of Texas. Timeline. This timeline shows important dates in Irma Rangel's life. 1931. Irma is born. 1952. Graduates from Texas A&M University, Kingsville. 1969. Graduates law school. 1976. Becomes the first Hispanic woman elected to the Texas House of Representatives. 1994. Elected to the Texas Women's Hall of Fame. 1997. Named Legislator of the Year. 2003. Irma dies. 2006. Irma Rangel College of Pharmacy opens.
Our first question focuses on paragraph 1. Ask and answer questions. What questions can you ask and answer about being a good citizen? Write the question here. Underline the answer. A good question to ask about this page is, what did Irma's parents believe about citizenship? Let's write that question on the line. What did Irma's parents believe about citizenship? So we've written our question, but now we have to underline the answer. The answer to this question can be found at the beginning of this first paragraph. It says, Irma's parents believed that good citizenship meant helping others achieve success like they had. So we've just created a right there question. We created a question that asked about Irma's parents' beliefs about citizenship, and we can use the words in our question to find the answer in the text. We see the words Irma's parents, the word believed, and good citizenship, followed by the answer to our question. So let's underline this whole sentence. The next question focuses on paragraph 2, and this one's on author's point of view. It asks, what does the author think of the fact that few women worked in government? Circle text evidence. Well, in the second paragraph, it says that unfortunately, at this time, it was unusual for women to work in government. The author uses the word unfortunately, and this shows disapproval. The author feels that it is not fortunate, that it is not good that at this time it was unusual for women to work in government. So let's circle this entire sentence. This question is about the timeline. A timeline is a text feature that shows the important dates of someone's life or a time in history. It says, what year was Irma elected to the House of Representatives? Can you find the year that Irma was elected to the House of Representatives? If you said 1976, you're correct. It says, becomes the first Hispanic woman elected to the Texas House of Representatives. Let's write the year 1976 on the line. Let's continue on to the next page.
Fighting for fairness. As a Texas lawmaker, Irma worked to help people improve their lives. It horrified her that being Mexican American and poor had kept her parents from getting an education. She proposed laws that would give all children a chance to learn. One law helped poor students pay for college. Another said that state colleges must accept all Texas students who finished near the top of their high school class. Irma continued to fight for people in need. She worked to defend women's rights and get food to the hungry. To reach her goals, she talked with lawmakers who disagreed with her. But she was never disagreeable. "This is such a good bill," she would tell them. "I know you're going to like it." Irma's parents taught her how to overcome obstacles, but thanks to Irma, Texans now face fewer obstacles than her parents did. Today, those who work hard find the road to success easier to travel.
This question focuses on the first paragraph on this page. Ask and answer questions. What question can you ask and answer about Irma's work? Since we're focusing on paragraph 1, I want to think of a question that is covered in this paragraph. So the question that I'm thinking of is, what did Irma do while in government? Let's write that on the line. What did Irma do while in government? Now that we've asked the question, we have to underline the answer. The answer to this question can be found in this sentence right here. It says that she proposed laws that would give all children a chance to learn. That's what she did in government. So let's underline this whole sentence. She proposed laws that would give all children a chance to learn. The rest of this paragraph gives more specific details of how that looked. For example, she proposed a law that made sure that students with good grades got into state colleges, and other laws to help poor students pay for college. Now let's look at paragraphs 2 and 3. This is about prefixes and suffixes. Remember, a prefix is a group of letters at the beginning of a word, and a suffix is a group of letters at the end of a word. This says, circle the root word in disagreeable. Use the prefix and suffix to write what it means. Let's begin by finding the word disagreeable in the text. I'm just going to scan through the text looking for that word. This is disagree, but it doesn't have the suffix at the end, so we gotta keep looking. Here we go. Disagreeable. Dis is the prefix, agree is the root word, and able is the suffix. Let's circle that root word, agree. All right, so I've circled the root word agree, and just to help us, I have also underlined the prefix and the suffix. So now that that piece is done, we have to use its prefix and suffix to write what it means. I know that the prefix dis means not. I know the word agree means to think or believe the same thing. So disagree means to not believe or think the same thing. They disagree. The suffix able means to do something. So if you put this all together, disagreeable, you get a word that means not able to agree. Let's write that on the line. Not able to agree. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of our shared read, Irma Rangel, Texas Lawmaker. We read about the life of Irma Rangel, and we learned that she grew up with many challenges, but as an adult, she did everything she could to make sure that others didn't experience the challenges that she did. Thanks for watching and learning about how Irma Rangel was a good citizen. Bye for now.